So welcome back. Today we're going to deep dive into how you can optimize your virtual presence to look and sound your best in every single video call. Whether it's Zoom, Google Meet, or any other platform, these tips are going to elevate the quality of your content so you show up amazing on camera. So let's get right into it. So why does it matter? Honestly, we've all seen it. Dark shadows, echoey sound, and an unflattering image. So people don't want to work hard to have to hear you on camera. When you're on a Zoom call, you want to look professional, sound professional, so people want to listen and grasp everything you're saying. So with just a couple simple tweaks, you can go from amateur to pro, and you're going to make a lasting impression in all your professional and personal meetings. So think about it. If you're on a sales call and you pop open your Zoom link and you don't look and sound professional, that says something about you right away. So the prospective client on the other side is going to have a certain impression. Also, think about when you open up for a meeting. If you are the head of a department, or even if you're not the head of a department, the way you show up on camera really matters. You're looking crisp, you're sounding great, people are going to take you more seriously. So really you want to set up the right scene. So first up, you want to set the stage. Your environment says a lot about you. So really you want to clean up any clutter behind you. You want to sit in front of a neutral background if you can, or you want to set up a dedicated space that reflects your professional image. So for example, a good background is not going to have lots of clutter. A really good tip is if you have to sit behind a flat white wall, throw a plant like I have right here. Just throw a plant right in the corner and it just adds a little bit of vibrance. Again, you want to just get rid of any clutter and things that are going to be distracting in your background. So next up is your camera position. Don't have your laptop or webcam pointing down, shooting up at you. It's not going to be very flattering. You want to keep it at eye level for a neutral, direct line of sight. So this simulates a face-to-face conversation. It's already a little awkward or a little weird that we're sitting behind these screens talking to each other. If you can make it as simple as possible, that's really going to do a lot for you in the long run. So you also want to frame yourself so that your head and your shoulders are visible, right? You want to be also centered in the middle of that screen. Don't be off to the side. Don't be too high. Right in the middle, show your face, show your shoulders, and you're good to go. If you're finding any value in this video, I really appreciate if you smash that like button. It really helps with the channel's growth. It's Dave here at Duff Media, and I was a full-time elementary school teacher for almost 2 decades. And because of content, I've transitioned into creating content full-time for clients and myself. And to be honest, it's my passion to help you do the same for yourself and your business. So on to tip 3 is mastering lighting. Lighting definitely makes or breaks the quality of your video. You can have a 4K camera, the most expensive cinema camera, and if you have poor lighting, it's not going to look good. If you can't afford an external light source, my advice would be to sit in front of a window. Don't have the window behind you because it's just going to wash out and make your picture look bad. Have the window in front of you in your face. So the window, then your webcam or your computer, and then your face, and you're going to be lit up perfectly and people are going to be able to see you fantastic. With that window as well, if it's sunny outside and the light is beaming in, I would suggest putting up a white sheer or a white bed sheet, and that's going to soften the light to make you look that much better. Also, a side note, the larger the light, the more flattering it's going to be on your physical features of your face. So if you have a little pocket camera light, that's not going to look great. You want to get as big a light source as possible. You want an A to Z on how to set up your lighting, what lighting to get, and how that shapes and makes you look great. I have a video up here that I'll link up here in the card above, and you can take a look and that'll help you out for sure. So next up is clear audio. This is probably my most favorite and the one thing I always tell people to do first. So having an echoey sound or sound that isn't very full is going to be very, very distracting. So the microphone that's built into your laptop, that's built into your webcam, well, most webcams, is not going to be great. That microphone that's built into your cell phone is terrible compared to an external mic. But really, you don't have to go crazy and spend lots of money to get a quality microphone. Literally anything that is not going to be built into your webcam, built into your laptop especially, is going to sound 100 times better. So a really easy tip there is just put carpet in your room or put down a rug. This is going to stop the sound from bouncing around and make you sound hollow. Personal favorite type of mics are USB mics. So this mic I'm using right now is the Rode PodMic USB. These type of microphones have a USB cable where you can plug it directly into your computer or laptop, making things super simple. Plug it in, select the microphone, boom, you're ready to go. You don't need to do anything else. Next up is dressing up for your meeting. So think about it. If you were having an in-person meeting, would you go to that meeting with wet hair, a ripped shirt, and not looking your best? So if you wouldn't do it for an in-person meeting, don't do it for a virtual meeting. So solid colors work really well on screen. Avoid complex patterns because sometimes they're very distracting. And if your camera isn't high quality, if you have lots of lines in your shirt, it'll give like a optical illusion. It'll make you look kind of weird. So try to stick away from those and just stick with like a solid color. You want to keep yourself neat, professional, and again, if you would dress like this for an in-person meeting, do the same for a virtual meeting online. Next up is body language. Body language speaks volume. You want to sit up straight and maintain good eye contact with the camera. I know sometimes our cameras are here and our computers might be there, so you might not be able to keep that eye contact, but bringing it back, even if you are reading off of a document, try to bring it back and look at the camera just to get that one-on-one connection again. Also, using hand gestures and just being natural on camera is gonna go a long way. And lastly, you want to utilize all the tech and the software that the platforms have for you at your disposal. So learn how to share your screen. A tidbit, if you are going to be sharing a video on Zoom, make sure to go in the lower left-hand corner and click share audio when you are sharing your screen. This way, the people on the other side are going to be able to hear the video that you're playing off your computer. You want to use virtual backgrounds wisely. If your background is super messy and you add a little bit of a blur, that's okay. But if you're sitting in your office and you have the beach behind you with palm trees and people swimming, of course, that's going to be very, very distracting. Also want to familiarize yourself with the mute button and the video buttons, right? We're working from home right now, so if your kids are going to run in, you want to be able to quickly hit that mute button or quickly hit the video off button so that the people in the meeting aren't distracted by what's happening at your house. So in saying all this, I have a consulting program that walks you through my entire process to turn your content and social profiles into a lead machine. The program will guide you to drive hot inbound leads, build your online authority, and save you time, all with creating high quality content. So if you want to know more, book a call on the link in the description. There you have it. With these tips, you're going to be ready to impress in all your virtual meetings and sales calls. Remember, practice makes perfect, and adjust everything I've said here to fit your own style and your setup. And if you want to take your content to the next level, to look and sound like the pros do, I have another video in this series where I walk you through my process from A to Z, and I give you a list of budget-friendly equipment to get you there. See you in the next one.